my mom, who could have easily destroyed me. Like literally, she told me she would destroy me to my face.
Your
She,
mother said that to
my
you.
mother said that to me. She said, "I will dog you for the rest of your life," to my face.
How old were you?
I was about, I had to be. That was when I was hiding in my mother's closet. I had pre-recorded something because she wouldn't talk to me, and I was trying to get her to speak to me. And my cousin and I pre-recorded on the little tape cassettes, and I hid in her closet of my grandmother's home, her mom, hoping that when she came home, I could just press play. She would listen, and I poured my heart out, like just saying, "You don't have to speak to me. You don't have to." We don't have to be friends. You don't have to call me your daughter, but can you at least speak to me, acknowledge me? Let's try to have a friendship. And when she came home, my cousin buried me in the closet. Like put all the clothes, things. So I was hidden in her closet. And when she came home, I remember my heart was just beating out of my chest. And I think it was around 12, 11, 12, I think. And she came in. She figured out what was going on. She was like, "Who is there?" She opened the closet door. She pulled all the clothes and things off of me, grabbed me out of there, took the recording, and she was livid. She was livid. My grandmother was home. It was her mom. And she told me, I don't have a daughter. She pretended like, I didn't exist, but she was livid. She had a conversation with my grandmother, her mom, and she told her mother to her face, "I've never had a child." She was like, "I've never had a child." And my grandmother, for the first time ever in my life, I saw her take up for me. Like, why can't you just speak to her? Why do you have to treat her that way? And my mother was like, "I've never had a child. I don't know what you're talking about." They were arguing, and I just remember crying. My cousin was crying. And after she was done speaking to my mom, her mother, she came to me and she said, "I will dog you for the rest of your life." She was like, "I will never be your friend. I will dog you I will never forget those words." And that was, after that, I think it just left me feeling like that's the end of it, that was the end of it. And I don't know what happened to me, but over time, I think I just developed like this thick skin that said, "I'm going to show her wrong. Like, you're not going to destroy me." And she tried everything that she could try. I remember the first pageant later that I ever won. It was called Little, I'm going to get this wrong. Miss Black Star was my first one, Little Miss Black Star. And then the second one, I can't remember the name right now because I'm getting old. I can't remember. But I remember it was so crazy because I remember I won my second pageant. So I was 16. And that pageant, you didn't have to reveal your age. So the first one you did, I was 14, 13 or 14. 13. So the second one I entered, I won. And I was dating someone in high school that was very wrong, but he was a predator. 11 years my senior. So I was 16.
He wasn't a student?
As 27. He was 27 years old.
He was a faculty member.
He was a predator who followed me home from school, which a lot of the boys, because I looked so much older, I was tall, I was, athletic, curvy, all that. So no, he met me outside of school. And so anyway, my mother was calling the pageant director and was telling her I was an alcoholic. I was dating this older man. I was all of these horrible things, and that I should not be her beauty queen. I was a horrible representation. And she tried to get my crown taken away. And I remember having this meeting with both of my grandmothers being there her name was Rosa Robinson. And both of my grandmothers had to come, and it was like a trial. And I was on trial fighting to keep my first crown that I ever won. And it was all because of my grandmother. I have all the proof, the letters, I have everything in my safety deposit box. But that was all a part of my memoir. So hopefully one day we'll